So what is the mass of the box if it accelerates with no friction at 0.75 meters per second squared? If you look at this question, you also have another piece of information in this diagram. In this diagram, you can calculate the net force. You have the force to the left, you have the force to the right. We can do a quick calculation to find the net force. So in this case, it's only going in the x direction, so F net of x is equal to 6 newtons minus 3 newtons. Remember, 6 newtons is going to the right, 3 newtons is going to the left. That's why 3 newtons is being subtracted. 6 minus 3 gives us 3 newtons of net force. That is one of the pieces of information that is a given. If you go back to this question, you also have a few more givens. I want to circle 0.75 meters per second squared because that is an acceleration. The question also asks for the mass, so that is what we will be solving for. From there, the first step is to find an estimate. The estimate is looking for a mass, so the units will have to be kilograms. Other than that, it really doesn't matter what the number is, but hopefully you know that a box is not going to be 1,000,000 kilograms. It's also not going to be 0.1 kilograms, so we're going to just estimate it at 10 kilograms. Next, we will place the fact that we know A is a given of 0.75 meters per second squared. And then the next step from there is, after we've collected all our information, to use our equation F equals ma. Oh, we also need to understand that we're looking for m. M is a question mark. From there, you need to isolate m, because that's what we're looking for. To isolate m, you want to get rid of the a. You get rid of it by dividing it on both sides, and you end up having m is equal to f over a. Finally, we are going to plug in our numbers. When we plug in our numbers, we get m is equal to 3 newtons divided by 0.75 meters per second squared, which gives us 3 divided by 0.75 is 4, and then our units are n divided by m over s squared. When we have the number 4, we know that 4 is already only at one significant figure, so you don't need to round to any other significant figures. It is already at a significant figure of 1. The only thing we have to do is make sure our units are correct. We do that by knowing that a newton is equal to kilograms times meters per second squared. And we have newtons divided by meters per second squared over here. So divide by meters per second squared on one side, divide by meters per second squared on the other side. Meters per second squared cancels out. You get newtons divided by meters per second squared is equal to a kilogram, which makes sense. Mass is measured in kilograms. So our final answer is m is equal to 4 kg.